Osio Nagor, Way Blevin Stavado, Jalagigantino, Unola, Tawaton, Galele, Negantito.
Ayan, sige, yung colors, say, look daw, ito, talagigat, peggy girly flute, yung naigat. And galele, kohig, sige.
Oh, stop. So we're really, really happy that you're here with us today. This is RSU TV's Cherokee 3. So happy to have you back, and I think my voice is a little bit better, and we're healthy
Yeah,
and wealthy
yeah.
and wise,
Good. Oh, yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
So, kohig dala du sinig jalakadelo kostkele.
Come on.
I think today is our 16th Cherokee lesson. So, come idalena jalaki idiwani. My brain. Okay. So, we've made our way all the way through this hymn to be sung at meals. But now that we have you here, I'd like to kind of go through, and of course, you and I both know that sometimes the way that we sing a song is not always the way we say it, like when
Right,
we're talking
right.
and stuff. Sometimes
Correct.
we leave out little sounds and stuff like that. They have to be in there for it to fit the tune. So this first part, I believe we went through
Yes,
before.
yes, I think we
So it says hiktahesti, right? Ani gashkila tagawi yuhi ale nikana da ku nikana Nikanadagu. Is that how you would say it?
Well, yeah,
I
think
can't quite get the.
I think we talked about that in length the other day when we were talking about nikana, kind of like show yourself.
Oh, yeah, yes.
Yeah. That's I think it's what that means.
Yes.
Nikana.
Nikanadagu.
Yes.
Okay. Ejala go di skai.
Okay.
Ejala go di skai. How would you? So would you say this whole paragraph
Okay.
for us?
Let me see. Okay. Okay. Hiktahesti ani gaskilla jagawiyuhi alle niga nadagu nika nadagu, and really that word nika, that means everywhere. Nadagu nadagu, do everything everywhere.
There we go. So really, this should be two separate words.
Right.
Okay.
Nadagu.
That makes much more sense. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Ejalagwodi skai.
Yeah, that one always throws me because it looks like there's a space in there.
Right, but I think it's one whole word in there. Okay.
Yeah.
Ejalagwodi skai. As they praise you, as they love you. Okay, that's what that means. Okay.
Like, I got it.
And that's coming to me.
Yeah, exactly. So remember, those of you at home, remember reading is just as much of a challenge for speakers as it is because we just don't do it that much.
Just don't do it often, and we should. But
and
especially in this context, the way that it's written here in a song or in the Bible. Sometimes you have to really, and I always talk about my mother, how she could read the Bible and it just flowed just beautifully, and me, I have to kind of, go through like I did this, like I have to kind of say it in a way where, okay, that's what that means.
Like,
that's where it is, So, but I just reading this is a little bit different than if we're reading a story in a book. So I think we have to really think about these words because it's written this way.
And it's somebody else's thought processes, and even
Correct.
the way that they write them
Correct.
sometimes is. And so then this one says,
Okay.
"Nihi guo." Of course, it says "nihi guo," but I think we would probably say "nihi guo,"
Yeah, nihigu, nihigu.
and just you,
Yeah,
only you,
yeah.
right? Di daleni.
Okay.
They start, right?
Yeah. Nihigu tita leni, tita leni. Okay.
And it starts with you, right? Jo 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 oh jo 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 stayan di ha jo
Okay.
jo stayan di ha, and that's I know that it has to do with eating
Right, right.
eating a meal, right?
Yes, yes. Yeah, Georgia lista di, huh? Okay, it is eating that. It's that word that it's kind of like it's saying this meal. Georgia lista di, huh? That we're eating this meal. And it's like it's this one.
This
is
specific
how, yeah,
meal
this
that's set out
specific.
in front
right,
of us.
Right,
Okay.
Yeah.
Ale, ujati, aya. Now this part, well, we'll come back to it in just a second. Ija y'all, ija yali elije. Oh gosh, yeah. Ija yali elije, huh?
Right. and you know, I always say, you know, the word gali'eli, that's kind of what that means. It kind of has that root word in there that you appreciate, that you're grateful, that you're, you know, that you like it, you know.
Happy.
So yeah, that you're happy about it. So that's what I think. That's what that. But it's just again how it's written in this song. You know, that you know, it kind of, you know, makes us have to really think about, you know,
that's a
the
big
the
old long
sounds.
word, too.
Yeah, true.
And I get about halfway through and I was like, surely that's the end of the word. And I was like, nope, it starts again. So, okay, here's the part that I get confused about.
Okay.
Nihi gu di daleni jojali staya di ha.
Okay.
That part makes sense.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Ale and
Okay.
ujati, like plenty or a lot.
Okay, ujati. It's kind of like it's a whole lot. Ujat, you know.
Yeah, ujat.
Yeah.
Now, this is the part I don't understand. Why does it have the word aya in there?
Okay.
Because isn't aya me or myself?
Ayan is what I would say for me.
Yeah.
Ayan. Okay. Ale ujati ayan. Does that ayan go? Is that go with that we down
Yeah.
there?
Yeah.
Okay. So that means us. Ayan.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
Us. We are grateful. Us are grateful.
Okay.
You know, say ujati ayan. Because that ija ya li he li je ha. That's grateful.
Yes.
And that aya is us.
Us,
Us,
instead of
we,
me.
right.
It's
Yeah,
us.
us.
Okay. That's cool. I
Yeah.
learned something new
Yeah.
today. That's awesome. So aya in this case can mean myself and others.
Correct. Correct.
So would you read this one
Okay,
for us?
okay.
I know it's got that big long word in there.
Yeah. Nihigu. Di daleni. Di dalena. Di dalena. I would say no. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Nihigu. Di daleni. Jojali staya. Di ha. Jojal staya. Di ha. Okay. Ale ujati ayan. Ija ya li he li je ha.
Boy, that's a long word.
Yes, it is.
You do
If
the
we're
same
just
thing.
grateful.
Yeah.
Ija ya li he li je ha.
Yeah, you do the same thing I do. Like
Yeah.
I think I'm almost at the end, and then it's almost like I have to take a breath
Yeah.
to finish it. Ijayali Elije, huh?
Yes, yes. And see, when you think about it in English, grateful, you just think, okay, grateful. It just means this and this. But when you say it in Cherokee, it encompasses so much more than just grateful. That's
Yes.
why it has that big long sound in there. Those
Yeah.
big long,
Because it's telling us a
yeah,
lot
yes,
about
it
it.
is. And each sound in there needs to be in there
Yeah.
for it to say what it needs to say.
In that in
Right,
that
right.
sentence.
Cherokee
Yes.
is so um, it's hard, but at the same time, it's really a language that I think that once you get it,
Yeah.
once you understand, that it really makes sense to you.
Yeah,
You know,
I think it's infinitely logical. I
right,
mean,
right.
it really makes sense.
Right. But seeing people, like
But
that
you got to
word
get
right there,
there.
you got to get there. You got to get every one of those those sounds in there for it to say what it needs to say.
Yeah.
And sometimes we tend to, leave out sounds or whatever because we, don't know them or don't know how to put them in there. But
Right.
I think they're important or they wouldn't have been put in there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, and that's probably, the difference, probably like, say, like your mom and your mom's generation.
Right.
Like I've heard people in that generation create these just incredible words.
Right, right.
Whereas for a younger speaker, it would maybe take them 2 or 3
Right,
words to
right.
say that one thing, and they can do it all in one word because they
Yeah,
can stick all
yeah.
those little sounds in there and make it do
Make
what it
it,
needs to
yes,
do.
exactly, exactly. And that's one of those words right there that's done like that. Yeah,
So this is kind of a master word
right,
here.
exactly.
So then the third verse, let's see, Ojata Doli Sti.
Okay.
Ojata Doli Sti, huh? Okay, we're
We're
praying.
praying. Mhm.
Skia Tugug, Skia Tugug.
Hear us.
Hear us.
Skiataga. Yes.
Skia. I feel a lot better because I was, kind of feeling my way through here, and I was like, I don't know, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but so far I'm doing pretty
Oh,
good.
yeah, yeah. It sounds
I'm
good to
getting
me.
close.
Yeah.
Le and good. Alstaiti or alstayati. Skiasi. Give us give us the meal or give us
Yes,
the
yes.
food. Dokato da guekai. Is that right? Is that gue?
Yeah, que. Do,
Every
do,
day.
yeah, do, da, que, ga, e.
Let's look. Yeah. Yeah, that's gue.
Do, da, que, ga, e. Okay, so
And
that's another word that has
yeah,
that sound, and I'm sure that sound is very important, for that
yeah.
word for it to make sense.
And it seems like there's the word daily. I've heard the word daily, but it's not quite like that.
Yeah, right.
It's similar.
Yeah. Do, da, que, do, da, que, ga, e. And it's the sound it's making sense to me, but I need to find that one word that's the root word in there. Do da que ga.
How would you say like every day? Because
Do
I
do
was trying to think in the Lord's Prayer, give us this day our daily bread. It's different in that in the Bible.
Yes,
There it's
yes.
different than this. It's similar, but I can't think of how they did it.
It's kind of this one right here. It's kind of like it's moving along, or it's not just like that at one specific time. It's like it's moving. Do da go do ga do do ga do da go. It's kind of like it's rolling along to me in my mind. That's what it's kind of sounding like, which it is daily. If you're talking about something that's daily, it's going, it's
Yeah.
ongoing.
It's
It's
like a
not like
cycle.
right. So to me, that's that word will, you know, like ego. You know, we know that's day. You
Right.
know, doga do da kwega. About had it. Yeah,
You were almost there,
yeah,
weren't you?
yeah, and it has something doga do da kwega. It's kind of like the day. It's something something in there
Is
with
it
the
kind of
day.
like day after day after
I
day?
think so. It's kind of like a something is happening daily. Uh, it's not just one time. It's but there has to be it has to be said a certain way where it brings
thought
that
out.
thing, yeah, that part of it out.
Well, would you read 3 for
Okay,
us?
okay. Oja da do lis di ha. Oja da do lis di ha. Skia de
To.
skia te ge ga. Skia te ge ga. Skia te ge ga. Yes, hear us, okay? Ale. Al stai ti ali stai ti. Skia si. Skia si. Give it to us. Give us
Yeah.
food, okay? Al stai skia si. Doga do da gwe ga I. And I know that I'm not saying that correctly, or it would just make sense
Yeah.
like that to me.
Yeah.
But
You'll get
it'll
the
come
right
to me.
spin
Yeah,
on it, and it'll
yeah,
be like,
yeah,
oh, there it is, there it
yeah,
is. And that's the cool
yeah.
thing about
Yeah,
Cherokee.
true.
And then it says, okay, and here's another one.
Okay.
Okay, this says talinigo histano. Would we say ta clinigo histano? Tana?
Okay.
Like make them strong. Ta clinigo histana. Would that be how we would say it today, or?
Yeah, it would have a sound right there in the front. Harlinigo histan har Tarlinigo hista no. Tarlinigo Arlini I
Oh,
think it
histano,
yeah.
like and do this.
Yes, and do it. You're okay. Tarlinigo histano. Tarlinigo histano. Do this. Make it strong. Is that what you're
Yeah,
okay?
make them
Harlini
strong.
and I might say harlinigo histano. But in this case it still has that sound in there.
Yeah.
Instead of
To
just
me, that
straight
would be a
out.
clee
Yeah.
instead of a
Yeah.
lee, is how we would do it today.
Tarlinigo histano.
Make
Okay.
them strong.
Yes, yeah.
You make them strong.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
tana water, like put your clothes on, put
Right,
them on.
right, okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Would hartlinigo histano, would that be like make, and you make him strong, and this would be make them strong? Maybe? Talk.
Harlinigo. It's just you're making yourself strong when you say that
Ah.
Okay, you're making yourself. But in this case, tarlinigo histano. You're making them somebody else strong,
Ah, there
not
we go.
yourself. Them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then na school, and then jokatanto, our hearts.
Okay.
Ni everything.
Okay.
Cha duliska, you wanted. Iyo gadan, iyo ganade, iyo gadane di,
Okay.
iyo gadane di, hadane. It's that word.
Okay. Iyogadan
gadan.
ye. Iyogadan
Di.
ye. Okay. Everything. Okay. Na Nigaa Chaduliska Iyo Dan Dan Ne Ti Iyo Dan Ne Ti
D.
Okay.
Okay, would you read this one for us?
Okay, all right. Talinigo he stano nasku jogadanto niga jaduliska iyogadan ne ti iyogadan ti is what I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yoga
Yeah.
dun, D. And then of course this is the last. So anyway, I'm going to try to sing it.
Okay.
We're going to give it a shot.
Okay.
I think I can do it.
Okay.
All right.
Jalagigat, you going to do it in
Tell it
Cherokee?
good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to try it.
Okay.
But I cheat. and I hate to admit this, but I have to read
In phonetics.
I have to read the phonetics
Okay.
because I can't read it fast enough
Okay.
to put it in the
Okay.
tune.
All right.
It-
You read it in the phonetics and I'll see it in the
Okay,
syllabary.
we'll give it a shot.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so it goes. Higata hesti ani gaskila jagawi yuhi ale ni ganadagu ejala godiskai ejala godiskai.
Good.
So that's
yeah.
the, and then of course you
Yeah.
do all, I'm not going to do all four,
Okay.
so I did last
Yeah.
time and
Okay.
but that's the tune. That's one of the tunes.
Okay.
Now let me see if I can do the tune as it's written in the book. Now
Okay.
I gotta switch my brain.
Okay.
Okay, I think so. Hikata hesti ani gaskila jagawi yuhi aleni ganadagu ejala godiskai. So
okay. Yeah.
that's how it's written there.
Okay. Okay. And I'm sure it says hymn 106. There's this song is something that sung somewhere over and over. I've
Yeah.
never heard this.
I never
this
have
even
either.
this tune of this, and a lot of
Yeah.
the Cherokee songs are written by the tunes of certain songs. So
Yeah.
oh, I like that.
Yeah, I
Good,
kind of like
yeah,
it too,
yeah.
and so that's what I was. I think that this would be a really nice. Even if you don't sing it, if you're not a singer, it would be a really nice one that you could do just as a meal prayer.
Right,
Because
right.
it talks about, give us our food and we're grateful for it and strengthen us and So I was like, well, this would be a good one
Yeah.
to learn.
Yeah.
Whether
True.
you say it or whether you sing it. So. Yeah,
Very good,
I've liked
yeah.
this one. This one has been fun.
I like that second tune better than the other two.
Than the first
yeah,
one.
Yeah.
The first one's really, to me, is really hard.
Yeah.
to
The second tune is easier to get, and I think you can understand the words more
Better,
clear
yeah.
the second time because you're not having to. I don't know, something about the second one just
Yeah.
makes the words come out.
Fits better.
Enunciate. Yes.
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 All
Good
right.
job.
Thank you. What don't? So, and I think the next time we're going to do a temperance song. So that's going to
Okay.
be fun.
Yeah.
A lot of great vocabulary in there about drinking and
Oh,
don't
okay.
drinking. And
Oh, okay.
so, and of course, I don't know about the churches you go to, but our churches, we don't really sing temperance songs much
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
That was kind of an early 1900s
right.
thing, I think.
I don't think there's not very many of those kind of songs. I think that
Yeah. And
are
they
still
also,
sung.
and they
Yeah.
also call them soldier songs, which I find
Okay.
interesting.
Okay.
In Cherokee, that's what they call them, because it says Adayan Steshki, Ayo Aniyoski,
Okay.
Juni no Gisti.
Okay.
So
Okay.
in the Cherokee, they call it,
Okay.
which I think is interesting.
Right.
So.
Right. Something to do with maybe that they sing when, if people are going to war, soldiers are going to war, or something like
Maybe.
that, or sometimes when we think about soldiers, it's not like here. It's either they're going
Yeah.
or something coming back
Yeah.
or something.
Now
Yeah.
the one that I've chosen is more specifically about drinking.
Oh,
But
okay.
I was reading through one of them, and as I read through the words, now it seemed to be more about going to war.
Oh, okay.
Because it
Yeah.
talks about
Okay.
I'm going to mourn for those that have died. I'm going to carry them with me. Some were drowned in the water and some froze. And things like that.
Okay.
And I was like, okay,
Okay.
well that sounds
Yeah.
more like
A war.
a war.
Song.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the one that I chose for next time is about drinking. So.
Okay.
All right.
And when you say a temperance song, explain that. What is that?
Temperance, of course, as we both know, alcohol and alcoholism has been a big problem, for our people. And temperance was a movement in the early 1900s to try and get people to stop drinking.
Okay. Okay.
Not just among Native people, but all over
Right.
the world.
Right. Okay.
It was very popular, especially with Baptists and Methodists. And I remember as a kid, we used to have a hymnal. We never sang them, but as a kid, I would get bored in church, and I would just like thumb through them, And I remember in the back there were these songs that were called temperance songs in our hymnal, but we never ever sang them, so I never knew. I never knew it.
I might have to look through the hymnal that we have at church
and see if there's any
see
left
if there's
in
any
there.
in there. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. So
Yeah.
and so they would sing these songs about don't drink and,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
put down the and I remember somebody telling me that a long time ago the Gatillo and the church was on the same grounds a long time ago, and this was around Tojuwa Sequanid's day,
Okay, yeah,
around back then, and it was at that time the fire was there at Long Valley, is what I'd been told, and so they had them both there on the same grounds. And one of the reasons why it was moved was because it was the people at Gatillo, they didn't like the drinking and fiddle music that they did at church. Okay. And so they thought that was a negative thing, and that shouldn't be a part of worship. And so they were like, well, y'all Christians, y'all too rowdy, so we're going to take the fire and we're going to move it. And they moved it then to Black Gum, of course, where it sits today.
Okay. When you think about it, what church was doing the drinking and the fiddle
right?
playing?
Yeah.
Or what was it? And see, and back in that day, you just never knew what kind of people were
absolutely.
around to say, because I would think that there would be a church that would have
drinking and fiddle
drinking
playing.
and then to me I can remember my mama talking about how her parents would go to people's houses and
Yes.
they would dance,
Yes,
square
yeah.
dance or whatever. So to me,
Yeah.
they had fiddles probably.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't a church that these people were having.
Might not have been.
Because
Yeah.
she would talk about, of course they had some, things to drink and had, so to me that doesn't sound like a church.
Well, and I know my great aunt would talk about that they didn't have church building in all the communities and stuff, and they would go to different people's houses every week. And or not every week, it was I think maybe once a month or something like that. And because they had circuit preachers, and the circuit preachers would go to different churches. You know, they had more than one church that they preached to, because there weren't enough preachers for every church to have its own preacher. And so they would travel. And so you may only go to church once a month, because that was when the circuit preacher was there, you know, but it wasn't in a building. They would go to somebody's house. And she remembers, and I can't remember the person's name, but she remembers that at that person's house, they had some boards that were on the wall, and they would flip up. And when it came time for church or whatever, they'd clear everything out of the cabin, and they'd flip those boards down, and those became the pews or the benches that people sat on. And she, as a girl, she remembered that.
And see, so I'm thinking that maybe, and I'm just trying to make this logically make sense, that maybe it wasn't a time where the preacher was there, but they still wanted to get together, so they used to have square dances. and
Maybe
put the benches up, and
Yeah.
you know, and move the tables to the side, and square dance. You know, I don't know. To me, that I don't think it was. Maybe I don't know. I'm still trying to decide whether it was a church time or whether it was a not a church time, and they were probably thinking that that's what they were supposed to be doing over there, but they weren't over there.
Yeah, it could have been. They were like, those guys over there are doing a lot of, you know.
Okay.
I do remember them talking about, though, that they, you know, if somebody was too rowdy and drinking and stuff, they'd tie them up. They'd tie them to a tree.
Oh, really?
And leave them there all night. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so, you know,
Okay.
it was harsh.
Yeah,
Times were harsh back
yeah,
then.
sounds like it.
All right, so we're learning about ujetst, and we are almost done. I think we have like one sentence left. So real quickly, let's read through there. So this one says, ujetsti kaya soli adalen niska ganida dai igana hid jokatu ale josko higalkogi isitadisti.
Okay.
So we're talking about the length, right? In that one. I'm just going really quickly here.
Okay.
Ganida da uyela ha ale gana hisa soneli ale sonela du isi tadisti.
Okay.
So then we're talking about its tail. Du wan gatla ale judalena da go husti yikakwenen ganida da.
Okay.
Okay, am I good so far?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Ganeke uskola junal suit ale usti dani lilko.
Okay.
He sko he go dani he skoig danin doko. He skoig danin doko aleka neke Denik toll.
Okay.
Okay. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
I had to back up a couple times.
Yeah,
there.
hikskohi iga dani toko. They have 50 teeth.
Yeah,
is
they
what
got
you're
50
saying?
teeth,
Okay.
yeah.
Alekanage junik toli. They have black eyes, and they have black eyes.
Yes.
Okay.
Sikwa ujetsti marsuplos dano sehon anid ganida dani ni donho.
Okay.
Finally changed that because it did say dani no donho, but it should be dani ni donho,
Yes.
right?
Dani ni don. Yeah.
Okay. And the word gano da'i, right? Gano da'i.
Yeah. Right.
The pouch.
Gone. Remember we were talking about? We finally said it was like a bag.
Oh yeah.
Gone.
Gone da'i.
Yeah, like a bag. Yeah.
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 That makes a strange
Yeah.
picture in your head,
Yeah.
doesn't it? June loye gowala yon ale udlawada ujesti.
Okay.
And that's, of course, the koala bear and the pocket.
Yeah,
It
I
has a
like that.
pocket.
Yeah, udla what is somebody that has that's a pocket.
Yeah.
In that case, yeah.
Which
Okay.
is the kangaroo in a
Right.
little pocket.
Right.
Udlawat. Ujesti unasa marsupials ane amayetli juhud.
Okay.
They're the only ones that live, only marsupials in North America.
Okay. Okay.
Ujesti inage I ane hon ale sanoi ainu go go.
Okay.
So they live in the woods and go around at night, walk around at night. Is that right?
Sanoi inugogo. Yeah, they only come out at night.
Come out.
Yeah, they come out at night.
Go.
Yeah.
So then it says Delgai Danili Donho. They climb.
Donili Donho.
Danili Donho. Ale Seskino ga don sku unilakti ane unedosti.
Right.
So they're climb trees, and they also like going around on the ground, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Seskino.
Yeah, also, but they also, yes.
Uskanol ke son.
Okay.
They're slow. Unilakti unigisti kanugatli kuwa unasagi sukta ji skoya judalen junsti squa juej walos tio hatli ale ji stern.
Okay, all right. That one word up there where you said skoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, does it need that G in the front of that?
I don't think it does.
I don't think. To me, that says
Skoy.
G scoria, like it's a
Yeah.
like it's a you're like we're saying we're bugs. G
Yeah,
scoria.
G
I'm a
scoria,
bug.
I'm a
You know,
bug.
so to me
Yeah.
it would just be scoria.
Skoy.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
like those pictures though.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah. And this has been a really fun one because whenever we have a little bit of time, I'll
Talk
ask
about each one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they eat blackberries, mulberries, wild grapes, apples, bugs, little birds, eggs, frogs, lizards, crawdads.
Okay.
Ujesti unilakti uyotahi kitli unigisti ale uli hoja kanatla jukol danigisko.
Okay.
So they eat. Would you say the word trash for me? Uyotahi.
Yeah, and that really uyoja that kind of when you say that it kind of means something that's broken
Oh.
or something uyo means something that's bad or rotten.
Yeah.
And that he kind of makes it sound like it's whatever it is it's rotten, not good.
No good anymore.
But if you just are saying something is broken, you can use that same word for
yeah.
that. It's what
Uyoja.
it's what I'm trying to spit out there, that it can be used for trash or it can be used for something that's broken.
Oh, okay.
Depending on how you use it.
Okay. Uyoja. Okay. So it can be trash or broken.
Right.
Duni jalti kuki danigiska. They're famous for eating ticks, or they're known for eating ticks. Duni jalti. Well known.
Okay. Do know jalti.
Jalti.
Yeah, I would say do know jalti. Like people know them for that. Is that what you're?
Yeah.
Okay. They're known for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do know jalti.
Do know jalti. Okay.
Gook. Now, do you say gook or gooky?
Gook. Gooky. If I'm telling to write it, I would say gooky. But if I'm just talking about it, I just say gook.
Gook.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I remember hearing as a kid.
Yeah.
Gook.
Yeah. Because we didn't, they wasn't like they didn't say it the way that in case we were going to write it like we do now.
Right,
Everything
yeah.
I say,
They
it's in
care.
case you're going to write it, you have to say this.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
it. Yeah, but if you're just talking conversationally, you're just going to say gook.
Gook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dani gishka.
Donny Giska, they eat them.
Yeah, they eat 'em.
Shikwa ujets tal ale nuki ijudetiud aneho.
Okay.
They live 2 or 4 years.
That's all?
Yeah, they're not very.
Oh, wow.
They don't live very long.
Well,
I
I
know.
guess so. Did you see them laying on the road?
Yeah, well,
over
that's
there?
true.
If they stay away from the road, they might live longer. No.
Yeah, but evidently they
Okay,
don't live that
yeah.
long anyway.
Huh,
So yeah, they
okay.
only live 2 to 4 years.
Well, no wonder they have so many trying to reproduce.
Really? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. EU dali ha go husti uskasta nele uli hoja ajelansko Jan Suk ka you tatlog
Okay.
ale dik tol justuid gesoi.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Okay. That right there. The only thing I see, Jan Sug.
Sug,
Yeah,
Jan
Jan
Sug.
Sug. It will lay down. Is that
Ah,
what you're? Is
yes.
that what you're? Yeah,
Yeah,
Jan
Jan
Sug.
Sug.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Jan Sug.
Yeah. You tatlog ale dik toli. Juice to eat. Gesoi. Gesoi. Okay.
So their eyes are opened up.
Mouth hanging open.
Yep.
Yeah,
I like the picture. He
Yeah,
looks
yeah.
happy. He doesn't look
Oh,
dead
yeah.
though. Squirrel. Oh, uni lo uni
Nearly water.
li hoja Yun Jalan, right? Yun Jalan. No.
Yon Jalen is what I would say. Yon Jalen, and
Yon
as I'm
Jalen.
reading this, yeah, nearly water. Yon Jalen, no, Yon Jalen.
Yun
Yeah,
Jalan.
yeah.
Uyon Asunji Hisko.
Okay.
And that's they smell?
Yeah, uyo, something bad.
Yeah.
Surgery is they make it's a bad smell comes around. It's what
Comes
it's saying.
around.
Yeah. Surgery is that means that the smell comes around, wafts through there. Whatever you however you wanna say it. Yeah.
So because if you just saying it smells,
Or circle, yeah.
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 Oh,
But you
sug.
want it to say that that smell just is everywhere.
permeates,
Yes.
and so then that
yes.
G he score
Yeah,
that makes it
Yes, that makes
moving
it,
around.
Right. And see, that's not one of those words that we say that the sound in there, or the what is in there, you can just kind of tell what it is that they're talking about.
Yeah.
It comes around, it wafts through there.
wafts
Yeah.
through. Yeah. So that's
Yeah.
that's a little more than just sug.
Yes, exactly, exactly. It makes it more. You can really tell it's there.
And then Jusadon Delka Unijaon Ale Hawintit Dunilka Ale Junasted Aninelo.
Aninelo. Okay,
Aninelo.
they live there.
Yeah.
Okay. Jusadon. Okay, you're talking about a hollow deska, hollow trees. Okay. Unjao, they're inside of there.
Yeah.
They're inside. Okay. Ale hawindil underneath. Okay. Dunilka.
That was a new word for me.
Yeah.
A stump.
Dunilka. Yes, a stump. Yes. Dunilka ale and Junasted.
I've heard it
Yeah.
I've heard it said both ways.
Okay.
Junasted or Junasted.
Junasted is what I would say. Okay. On nelo. Okay.
Okay. And then
There's a
Talskohiskiani Junsti yon a day hug, yon
day
day
hug.
hug, yon day hug.
Yeah.
I say no, tla ni God, you done tusk on.
Okay.
And they don't all
They don't all
grow up.
grow up. Yeah, yeah. They can have that many, but they don't all grow up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boy, can you imagine trying to carry 25 of
Golly,
them
I
things
know it.
around on your
I know
back?
it.
June Stee, he's June Stee, he's. Oh, we did that one. No,
No.
no. Okay. June Stee, he's Wando de Guask, un Jaon Gone Day. Okay.
Okay.
So
Uh,
they're in the pouch for 5 weeks.
5 weeks. Okay. Okay.
Is that right?
Okay. Junesti. Hiski. Jundo da Guaska. Jundo da Guaski. Jundo da Guaska. Una ja. Kano. Gone.
Gone Day
Gone. Okay.
in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Tall, yan, di, no, tall, yan, di, no. Oh, okay, yeah, tall, yan, di, no, ga, sohi, uniji, uni, kila, di, de, gon.
Okay.
Un kila, di, de, gon.
Okay.
Okay, tall, yan, di, no.
Taught your nerd.
Tall, yan, di, no.
Okay.
Right?
Are you saying 2 months?
Yeah, 2 months.
Okay. Taught your nerd. I would just say taught your nerd. Gashohi. Uniji. Uni.
Their mom.
Kitler. Yeah. Unkiller di stego. Unkiller di dego. Is what I would say. Unkiller di dego.
Kila, di, de, gon.
That's what, okay. Yeah. For 2 months, they're on their mother's back.
Yeah, riding around.
They ride
Get
around
off
their
my
mother's
back.
back. That's right.
Ujetsdi unasa on there. Don't. So
Okay.
they live around. They
Yeah.
live by
They're
themselves.
loners.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anitalagi Utaha Ujetsdi Danigis go Aseno go iha Hawiya ge soy. So
Yeah.
sometimes it's greasy.
It's too greasy.
Yeah. Okay, and the very last one.
Okay.
Ski Yusti Noon Anina Heed Ale Ujetsti Hawiya Ijul Dani Gisko.
Right.
Okay, would you read that one
Okay.
for us in the minute we have left?
Okay. Ski justi nuna ani hita alle ujetsti hawiya ijula danigisko.
Okay, and so that just means often they're eaten together.
Right.
The possum meat and
Yes.
long potatoes,
Yes.
which is
long
sweet
pota-
potatoes.
Correct. Correct.
All right. So when we come back next time, we'll talk about this. We'll
Okay.
skip through some of the stuff in the front,
Right, okay.
and we'll talk about this one because this is a brand new sentence for
Okay,
them.
yes.
And this is the last sentence
Okay.
of the paragraph.
Okay. All right.
So anyway, so from all of us here at RSU TV, I just want to say wadon and don't dago hai.
Come on. I'm squid. What don't?